It's been so flipping long. It's been ages, man. It's been ages since I filmed. Actually, that's a complete lie. It hasn't been ages since I filmed. Since my last video, I'd say I filmed about 5 different ideas for videos, and I would have filmed half of them and then I wouldn't film the rest of them, or I would finish filming it and then get down to editing it and I'm just like watching the clips and like, this is so boring. I don't want to watch this. No one's gonna want to watch this, so why the hell would I post it? So that's why I haven't really posted in a long time. But in terms of the reasons why I haven't really posted anything, number one, I'm in drama college, so naturally that is usually a 9:30 till 5, sometimes 6:30 o'clock every single day. It's tough work. Whenever I come home, I just want to sleep or rest or eat or shop or spend this free time I have with my boyfriend because I have a boyfriend. College has changed me. Also, I live with 2 people and I don't really want to be like, well, they're in their rooms trying to sleep or like having dinner in my room like, hey guys, it's me again, I'm back with another video, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? No, I want that. I don't want to do that, you don't want to do that, they don't want to hear that, whatever, you know? You don't want me to be like whispering my videos like this where you can't even hear me. The reason why I am filming today is because I just did my makeup and I just think I look really cute. I'm wearing a bomb ass outfit. Also, my flat's empty and I was just with a friend and I was telling him the story about one of my drunk stories when I was in Malta, and I was like, God, this video is so goddamn funny, I need to tell it. And I'm just in a filming ass mood right now, so I got the fire going, I'm nice and cozy and I'm warm, and I just thought I would really quickly tell you the story. So here you go. I will set the scene. It is summer 2019. I'm on my Malta 6th-year holiday with my sister. It's my first time going out to nightclubs and I'm actually enjoying myself. I'm with all these like much older people, like they're like mid-20s, late 20s, early 30s, you know, like that type of people who I'm partying with. They don't give a crap in nightclubs. There's like my kind of people. I'm drinking a lot of alcohol. There's this one night that we were in this nightclub and I wasn't exactly feeling it. I wasn't really feeling it. Like, no, I mean, the music was grand and the people, like, I don't know, they just like weren't the greatest. And so I get really bored and I'm like, you know what? I want to go and explore. I'm running around this nightclub and this nightclub basically is set up in a really strange way. There's like a square bar in the center of one of the dance areas, and then there's a dance area around the bar, and there's also 2 seating areas with like loads of like couches and stuff where you can like sit and drink and whatever. And that is basically in Fair Verona where we are seen. So I am running around there and I'm sitting in the sitting area and I see to my right. And I see to my right there's this door, and around the perimeter of the door there's this light on, and I'm like, I wonder what's inside there. So I open the door. So I open this door in the nightclub and it's like a tiny little door. And maybe it's just like cleaning supplies, whatever. But there is this cardboard box filled with lemons. This cardboard box filled with lemons, and I'm like, I can't not take advantage of this. So I take like 5 lemons and I bring them back over to the group, and they're like, holy shit, this is hilarious. So we start playing a game of like football in the middle of this nightclub with lemons. We start like kicking it around the world and like having lemon fights and throwing them at people. It's just hilarious. Like, it's funny, it's fun, we're not hurting people, it's just a bit of fun. And then I go back and I realize that in one of the tables beside the door there's this like group of like good-looking boys who speak English. I'm like, huh. So I start talking, I'm like, oh my god, like, where are you from? And they're like, we're from Essex, bro. That was the worst English accent I have ever heard in my entire life. So I'm like, haha, it's gas, here, have a lemon. And they're like, what the fuck? And they just think it's hilarious. They start laughing, whatever. And I keep going back and I'm bringing my group some lemons, and I'm, you know, I say I went back and forth about 3 or 4 times, just having the time of my life with these lemons, supplying the entertainment, just having fun. I go back around a 3rd or 4th time and I feel this like tap on my shoulder, and I turn around and it's this Maltese bouncer, and he's just like, you can't go in there. He's like really angry, you can't go in there, you don't go in there. So I pretend to be Spanish to get out of this. Que no entiendo, lo siento, que dices, no entiendo. And then he says, oh, you Spanish? And I'm like, Sito, and they say, I Spanish, I no understand, I'm so sorry. And he's like, oh, but it's okay, no problem, just you can't go in there. I'm like, oh, no siento, I'm sorry, I don't understand, I won't. He's like, alright, grand. So I give him a hug. We dance a bit. He's like, I must work. I'm my grand. That's one thing I realised about Maltese bounce. They're so chill. And then I leave for 10 minutes. I dance a little bit more. I'm feeling myself. And then I decide to take the risk. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go back there one more time. By the way, keep in mind, every single time I went for the lemons, I keep giving the English boys flipping lemons, like, where are you getting all these lemons from? And I go back over to the lemon stand one more time, and I take so many lemons. I have like a full bunch of them now, and I feel this like grab on the back of my shoulder. I don't think it's a good thing. And I turn around, and it's this massive, bald man just staring down at me, and he's like, you out. And he grips me by the back of my shirt and escorts me out the nightclub, past all the 25-year-olds I was dancing with, past all the English boys, past my sister, who was like, what the hell is going on? Like, literally me getting escorted out of the nightclub, like, you like getting thrown about the place, like, you get out.
For stealing lemons.
I am so embarrassed. I am so embarrassed that this is happening to me. And eventually I get out. But the story doesn't end there. This is only half of the story. That's on the first act of a 2-act play. The next section of the story finishes in Spain, in a different country. Me and my sister, we were going from Malta to Valencia in Spain. Our flight was at like 6 o'clock in the morning. We'd have to leave the town at around 4 o'clock. You just get to the airport by 5 and the plane by 6, whatever, you know. I decided that we weren't going to stay in a hostel that night. We were going to go out that night, put our bags in a hold, and then take the bus and go to the airport while drunk. Because that makes so much sense. We get to Valencia at like whatever time in the morning it is. It's so hot, and we have to walk like an hour to get to our flipping hostel. And by the time we get to our hostel, they're like, oh, it's gonna be another like 3 hours before your room is ready for you to stay, and you can put your bags here, but you have to go off and go somewhere. It's so hot, we're tired, we're hungover, we just need to eat, and eventually get into the apartment, and we can't sleep because it's so hot and there's no air conditioning and there's only fans. And I say I got about an hour's nap. Like, it's just so hot and it's just so hard. Like, when you're like on holidays in Spain, like it's like just like the sun's like beaming, it's just too hot to like sleep. It's just like so hard, you know. And I can't sleep, and we're just like, you know what, there's not even any point. So we just go up to the patio and we lie out, just like sprawled across this couch on like the table next near us. There's like these 2 English men, and they're just like talking like, oh, we're just like drinking every single night. It's a proper lads holiday, like off to Benicassim, like yeah, like proper lads holiday, drinking 24/7, just like really obnoxious English people. Like, I like English people, and my sister and I kind of like are talking through Irish, we're making fun of them, whatever, and then we start talking to them. There was a pub crawl going on that night. I was dead, like dead. I hadn't slept in like 34 hours. Like, I was deceased. I was gone. I was so tired. I don't know how, but they somehow convinced me with a few vodka Red Bulls, and they convinced us to attend. On the pub crawl, I met these 2 Australian boys, and I was telling them this lemon story, and they just thought this was the funniest fucking thing they had ever heard. They're like, you crazy bitch, holy shit, you crazy bitch, let's go, this is fucking hilarious. Oh god, these accents. By the time we get to the final nightclub, my sister is really tired, so my sister goes home. I am now alone in this nightclub with these Australian boys, and one of the boys goes off with a girl, and me and this other fella are left together. Let's go and steal some fucking lemons. And I'm like, holy shit, yes bitch, like, get over here. So me and him running around this club, just trying to find little doors and shit, like alleyways, just like going on an adventure. And we see this like stairs, because the stairs is like blocked off by like a little cord thing. So we decide to just like sneak up the little stairway. This is a really big club. Like, I think it's one of the biggest clubs I've ever been to. Massive club. Think like, if you know the Academy in Dublin, like the middle floor, you know how big that is? It's like, that was the downstairs pretty much. And this was like packed. And we sneak upstairs, and it's this massive area. It's almost like, it'd be like the downstairs of Academy. I flipping hate Academy, it's such a bad club. And we see there's a bar there. with free drink in it. And oh my god, we took advantage of that drink so much. It's like a Jaeger bomb machine. We're like pulling Jaeger bombs. We find this massive crate of like Desperados beer, and this Australian guy's like cracking it open with his teeth, and we're literally laughing so much, we're drinking so much. And I see there's a door beside the bar. I'm like, that's where they keep the lemons, you know, muscle memory. That's where they keep the lemons. So I try to like open the door. The door's locked, and I go, or whatever, don't think much of it. And so we lay all of our drinks out on the bar front. Like, this happened. Like, this happened to me. This isn't me being like, oh, like coming up, oh, like this, like, so we like went into the bar, but like you can totally tell it's like, this happened to me. This is my life. We're drinking loads. We're like taking shots and shit like that. We're like pouring up each other drinks. How did we get this? Like, this is unbelievable. Like, God just placed this opportunity into our hands. We took it. So we're taking shots, we're taking loads of drinks, and we hear the door like unlock. We hear the door like swing open, and this little man just bursts through the door, and he's like, and I just beeline outside of this like upstairs bar club thing. I get lost in the crowd. I'm just like losing myself, just trying to like avoid all the bartenders, all the security, all the bouncers, just trying to leave them all. Because Spanish bouncers aren't like Maltese bouncers. They don't give a fuck. If you want to, they will kick you out. They will arrest you. Because we were stealing pretty much stealing drink from the club. And the Spanish like bouncers don't give a fuck. They will just kick you out. They will get you out of there. And so I lose myself in a group. I find one of the other Englishmen, and I'm just telling the story, and he's like, what the hell? And I'm like shivering in the club. I was like, oh, he's gonna find me. Like, the bouncer's gonna find me. They're gonna kick me out. They're gonna arrest me. I'm gonna get fined. And I see the Australian guy like getting escorted out by two bouncers, like they're like pushing people out of the way, like kicking him out. And then his friend came over to me like 20 minutes later. He's like, where's fucking Michael, where's Michael? And I'm like, I don't know, I haven't seen him. I don't know what happened to him. Like, I don't know. I was staying in that hostel for like 3 more nights, and I was so afraid to go to the downstairs bar. I was sheerly avoiding them like the plague. Like, I don't know what happened to them. I do not know. I was stuck with that like 30-something, like 29-year-old English guy. And the club was closing at like 6 in the morning. We decided that we really want to get like a kebab. So we were literally wandering around this city for like 2 hours just trying to find a kebab shop. And we honestly, one of the best nights of my life. Like, it was just so much fun. Dancing in fountains, just like so much fun, you know, and that's still to this day one of the best nights of my life. What is the moral of this story, you may ask? To be honest, I don't know. If you're on holiday, just have fun on holiday. I have so many more drunken stories and Malta stories, but like, if you're on holiday, just have fun. Obviously don't do stupid shit like I do, but if you do stupid shit, just make sure you try and run away from the scenario so that you don't get in trouble. You're only going to be on holiday a few times in your life. Like, just make the most of it and have a bit of fun. And if you meet a drunk Irish girl who tells you stories about stealing lemons from a club in Malta, I would avoid her. Listen, I'm so sorry about the inconsistent uploading. It's just, my life has just been so busy recently, and I hope you're doing well. I shall hopefully see you soon. If not, I hope you're going to be okay. Right.